Hi, Yogis Namaste. I'm here with Krishnanand Mahadev, my friend Krishna, who's from Chennai, India. This is the second part of our conversation. We paused because we wanted to create this shorter recording for you of the Gayatri Mantra. And Krishna, can you give us a little bit history of the Gayatri Mantra, and then we'll listen to you chant it.
Yeah, so Gayatri Mantra is considered the best or the king of all the mantras. So even Lord Krishna talks about the Gayatri Mantra in the Gita. Among the mantras, the best mantra is Gayatri Mantra. It is a Vedic mantra, and traditionally in India there is only one set of people supposed to chant. It is not meant, though it is universal in its appeal, only few people were given the job of chanting this mantra. And those set of people are called Brahmins. They were, these people who are priestly class in India, who also occupy the cream of the society. They were supposed to chant and nobody else, and they could pass from the father to son. So that's the way it was done. And I really do not know the deeper significance about all these things, because certain things, and even women are prohibited from chanting this mantra. And okay, these subtle reasons we do not know, and it was maintained for a long time, but now with technology it has gone through, and we have. So this is a mantra which purifies the intellect, and it appeals. Actually, there is no visual God mentioned. It is appealing to the intellect. So basically, we make mistakes because of wrong decisions in our life, whether at the secular or spiritual or whatever. So if you're taking right decisions, you will never make. So this appeals to the intellect, to the divine Lord, to give us the right intellect. You might have heard of the serenity prayer. God, give me the courage to change things that can be changed or ought to change. Wisdom to accept things that cannot be changed, and wisdom to know the difference. You should know the difference, what can be changed. That insight is needed. That is what this mantra does it. It's same like the Christian prayer, only thing you chant. And it is 24 syllable mantra, and you are supposed to chant 24 lakh times to get the power of the mantra. So you can imagine.
Good luck with that one. 24 lifetimes. You better get started now.
So traditionally, you are supposed to chant nearly a day 300 times, 3 times 108. So which means in 14, 15 years, you are able to complete it, or you can do whatever. So that mantra I'll just chant. Of course, they say you have to take the chanting, but just take the literal, for the sound of it, you can. It's Om. We first chant Om thrice. Om. Om. Om bhur bhuvah svah savitur varenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yonah prachodayat. Om shanti shanti shanti. So this one thing about this mantra is it just doesn't talk about individual enlightenment. It talks, may we all be enlightened. So even though one person, some people tell why one set of people are only chanting. No, one set of people are chanting for the entire universe to get enlightened. So it's like peace for the world. I mean, the prayer for the world done by some. Just like 4 people are driving or 2 people are driving the aircraft, but they're carrying 300 people around with them. So that's the thing. So now you know, if somebody has to chant 24 lakh times, he cannot be doing the normal work. He has to lead a contemplative life. So if he goes to his office and come, he won't be. So one set of people were doing this regularly. They were given the job. They have to do only this chanting and energizing. So that was the priestly class. So they were given this job, and others were. So that is one thing main I could. But it's a very good mantra. And
now we can crowdsource it. So instead of a few people doing it for 24 lifetimes, we can sort of have more and more people doing it some of the time. And we can still, instead of it just being the priestly caste, now we have this mantra out into the world. And we don't all have to do it every day for 300 times a day. We can all do it for as much as we can. carry our little bit of load for world peace.
But just if you can just add for the mantra, for people, you don't have to get disillusioned or unhappy if you are not able to chant the mantra. So the other alternative given for people is to chant the name of the God. You know, the name of the God also represents. It can be anything, Krishna, Rama, whichever deity, or even Jesus. So whenever that doesn't need any initiation, but only thing you don't put the name Om. If you put Om, it becomes a mantra. So you can have Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, or all these names. So whenever you are getting angry, you just sit and just repeat this name of the God. Then that's fine. You know, you get into, you have to basically develop mindfulness. That's the thing. Either through chanting or through focusing on your breath, or a combination, you can alternate. That's the thing. So it's, of course, Gayatri Mantra is quite a technical way of moving it, but that's not the only way you can get it out. So just want to tell people that, you know, you don't have to feel bad if you're not able to chant the Gayatri Mantra.
So, let me see if I'm hearing this correctly, that an alternate practice would simply to be repeating the name of a God, whichever one you're most connected to. And
at the heart level.
At the heart. Oh, at the heart level. It's really beautiful. And so you can do the Gayatri Mantra. You can do that, or you can just focus on your breathing. All of these are techniques to get you into that witness consciousness that helps you to have this state of connecting to your true self, the witness consciousness, and it gives you that ability to observe your reactions rather than necessarily just reacting.
Yeah, that's the key. That's it.
But the goal is not just for your own self and your own life, but also for all beings everywhere.
Yeah, that's the way. So if everybody is having the right thinking, then there won't be peace automatically comes. So most of the problems in the world is, you know, conflict in thinking, conflicting. So, you know, if everybody's intellect is purified, and then that's the way. So this is a good thing, and we can chant, and there are so many other.
Yeah, we should do some more chanting videos like this, because I really like this. And what we'll do for people in the YouTube description, I'll put a description of this practice. I'll write out a transcription of the Gayatri Mantra, or put some links into sites where you can see it in Sanskrit as well as English, because I think it's beautiful to see it written out in Sanskrit. And it's not that difficult to learn Sanskrit pronunciation. And then we'll also put in some of the information about the practice so that you can follow along with that. Thank you so much, Krishna, for sharing this with us. I love the Gayatri Mantra, and thank you for sharing the history of it. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Anyway, my pleasure, and thanks for giving me an opportunity to share my views, which I do not know how many.
We'll do more of these for sure, because I love what you're doing right now. It's amazing.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you, Krishna. Bye. Bye.